Hello and welcome to the Sufi George mission. Today's topic, the absence of morals in a new paradigm society, calls on new paradigm physics, which is always a lot of fun to explore, so come along and we'll get started. When the time comes that our common sense is updated with today's scientific knowledge, morality will disappear from our societies. Any who continue to believe in the pre-scientific superstitions of the past will be considered insane, out of touch with reality. World religions will become anachronisms. Because religions are the major foundation of morality, morality will also be relegated to the past. Blind faith belief and dogma will be replaced by an understanding of the universe from the new paradigm scientific perspective. This understanding will develop into an understanding of humanity as a single family. This prophecy describes the inevitable changes that will occur as the scientific knowledge of today gradually sinks into our common sense. New knowledge has always become part of our common sense sooner or later. New paradigm science is a mystery to most lay people, and a brief description of it is in order. As it applies to morality, it describes a universe that has as its essence nothing more than an infinite pool of probabilities, none of which has any meaning by itself. Without meaning, there can be no morality. Probabilities are not material, they are mathematical. So our universe is not material. Some other explanation of apparent material reality is required, and this leads to awareness theories, where awareness is the fundamental reality. Without awareness, even mathematical probabilities cannot be said to exist. The new paradigm may be called holistic, ecological, or systemic. Broadly, we can divide new paradigm thinking into two parts, our view of nature and our epistemology. In nature, there are no parts, but only a pattern of an inseparable web of relationships, says Fritjof Capra, a noted theoretical physicist. We can understand parts only by looking at the whole and its dynamics. There are no structures in the new paradigm view, only a dynamic web of relationships. Capra says, in the new paradigm it is believed that epistemology, the understanding of the process of knowledge, is to be included explicitly in the description of natural phenomena. To further quote Capra, the new paradigm perspective sees everything as an interconnected network. Gone are the basic building blocks and fundamental laws, the hierarchies and foundations. Also gone is the ideal that science can achieve certainty about anything. Certainty is replaced with approximate descriptions of reality. Moral certainty is likewise impossible in the new paradigm society. Physicists have made discoveries that boggle the mind, including their own. A physicist can detect a particle or a wave depending on which he is looking for. Neither actually exists until it is looked for. It is the looking itself that determines which is seen. This inescapably unites reality with consciousness, awareness. Bell's theorem shows that a pair of electrons with opposite spin can be separated, even at a distance of galaxies, and if the spin of one is changed, the spin of the other changes instantly. Light doesn't travel this fast. This communication happens in the network of universal awareness which is always everywhere at once. In fact, the universe is now understood as a single network, a vast web of relationships. And material reality is a mental interpretation of the frequency waves that are at the heart of this network. Reality is a picture in our minds, including the reality we call ourselves. Reducing this to the social level, we understand that all people are part of this network. At best, we are, each, a generic human being, and we are all interconnected with each other as well as with all and everything. This means that we are not separate beings. We are in the same network, and the network permeates each of us. Our responsibility to ourselves is in concert with our responsibility to others. The absence of morality, of absolute anything, means that no one has authority over another. No one is right enough to give orders to another. This leads to cooperation as the only viable mechanism for social interactions. Stephen Moyer, a political philosopher and creator of the Synergy Nation, advocates virtue as the overriding goal of human behavior. Virtue, he states, results in actions that are good for humanity. Good, in this case, is not a moral parameter but a consensual value. The absence of morals in the new paradigm society creates a human family in which every person has autonomy and lives in cooperation according to what is consensually deemed virtuous. Oh, yes. Sufi George books are on Amazon.com.